Hi, this is Kevin Thomas, and welcome to the At Home Film Festival. I'm kind of picking it up from last week, showing this movie, The Postman Always Rings Twice, because it fits into this week's theme as well, BBC. Get your dirty mind out of the gutter. It's not what you think it is. I did kind of set you up to think it meant big black cock, but it doesn't. I just wanted to hopefully get more viewers. This week, my BBC means bitch be crazy. These women in the movies I'm featuring today, 7 of them, one for each day of the week, have gone mad, whether it's because of a man or revenge or money. They be crazy. Let's take a look at what we've got to offer now. Our first movie is called Demise, which I found on social media. It kind of came to town with no fanfare. I didn't hear about it on Amazon, which is where I rented it from. It's also on Vudu, but yet here it is. But on social media, I heard a lot of great things about it. It made me watch it. So here's our bitch got be crazy. So she is married to this hot guy named Carlo Montez. So here's how talented Carlo is as an actor. He cheats on his wife with another woman, and yet we still kind of sympathize with him. Usually you hate the male character when he's the cheater, but in this movie, his talent is so good, and the writing, directing from Yara Estrada Lowe is wonderful. I've never heard of her before in my life, but now I'm going to follow her career because this movie has so many plot twists. So when Carlo leaves his wife for the other woman, as we see there, she got pregnant. The wife is not having it. She will stop at nothing. And a lot of surprises come out of that. And this movie has such good talent behind it and is so well crafted, including the photography, that the one thing I haven't focused on yet is how hot Carlo is as an actor. I normally would lead with that. He is pretty fine looking, but his talents as an actor outweighs his physical talents. And I'm sorry if I'm sexualizing him, but a lot of times when you're a gay man and you're trying to appeal to other gay men, you kind of have to add that element. Straight men, by the way, will think the women are both hot too. So if you're watching this for hotness, you found it. If you're watching it for suspense, you found it. If you go to Amazon, you'll find it. Oh, it's so good. Now let's go to old classics and the movie Too Late for Tears with Elizabeth Scott. This was actually made as a vehicle for Joan Crawford, who is good at playing crazy bitches. But Joan wanted too much money, so Elizabeth got it. So here she seems to be a happily married woman. And while driving along with her husband, someone throws $60,000 in a briefcase in the backseat of their car. Now, in today's world, that's over $250,000. So she doesn't care. She wants the money. And she goes crazy for it because she doesn't care about her husband anymore, who wants to do the right thing. She will stop at nothing for keeping that money. So, bitch, but crazy, I'm telling you. You could find this also on Prime for free. So watch it with me. Really, really good. Another undiscovered gem is Death in the Maiden. This should have gotten Sigourney Weaver an Oscar, but it didn't even get her a nomination. This is a Roman Polanski film based upon a play. So Sigourney be crazy because years and years earlier, she was raped and brutalized by someone, and she thinks decades later that Ben Kingsley is that person who comes to her house with her husband. She keeps him prisoner till he will admit what he did. But did he really do it, or was it just in her head at this point? What happened to her is in her head, but is this a case of mistaken identity? Or is she getting the payback that she needs to finally put an end to this nightmare that she's lived for all these years? You could find this on Tubi and the Roku channel, and you too will agree that this should have been Sigourney Weaver's Oscar-winning performance. Freeway on Prime is a horrific movie, and it's very funny. So Reese Witherspoon, see, she looked crazy right there. She's drenched in blood going out to eat. She plays a young woman who did not have a great childhood. It scarred her for life. So she ends up meeting someone who has been brutalizing women, and she turns the table on him and ends up going to jail. As you see, she fights her way out of it. And actually, this is sort of a modern telling of Little Red Riding Hood, because to escape all this, to her grandmother's house she goes. But, oh my God. So the dialogue is so clever and witty, and yet it's it's odd to laugh at a movie with so much violence, but I have to show you a scene. Hang on for a second, okay? Let's go. That sounds sad,
Look
but...
who got beat with the ugly stick. Is that you, Bob? I can't believe such a teeny-wee little gun makes such a big mess out of someone.
Then we have a classic movie in my world, Teeth. It's about a young woman who discovers that when someone goes down on her vagina, if it's unwanted, it gets teeth. It actually currently is an off-Broadway musical now. But the symptom she just looked up here is called vagina dentata. You almost want to sing Hakuna Matata, but I think most men would worry. And that song is like, don't worry, Hakuna Matata. This is more vagina dentata. Worry, bitch. Anyway, she doesn't really go crazy, I guess. Her vagina does. Because if she invites you to have sex with her or enjoy down there, no problem. But if you go there without permission, her teeth will bite it off. Brian De Palma's Sisters is another favorite of mine. You could find this on HBO and on the Criterion channel. And Margot Kidder plays a woman who does go crazy because she had a great, wonderful, romantic sexual date with this nice guy last night. And he found out it's her birthday and he's bringing her a cake. And she's just resting there and enjoying like her slumber. But he's going to wake her up in a minute and you're going to find out, bitch be crazy. Just hang on with me. Like, he's telling her don't. Oh no. All he wanted to do was eat cake. Oh no. I was kind of torn on my last movie, but I chose She-Devil, which has Meryl Streep and Roseanne Barr. I picked this one, which, by the way, you could find on Tubi, because it really is good, a revenge movie where she does go crazy. So Roseanne Barr plays the loving wife to Ed Begley Jr., and for some reason, Meryl Streep finds him sexy too. So Roseanne decides to get even with her, him, his job, do everything to take away things that he loves in his life. Now, the reason I also picked this one is it reminded me of Judge Judy. If you watch a lot of Judge Judy's, there's cases of women against women who are fighting because of a man. Judge Judy said, she's not the one that cheated on you. Why aren't you after the man? So at least in this movie, Meryl Streep's, by the way, first comedic performance, at least in this movie, she also is after the man for his crimes against her and his family. I enjoyed it. Well, that's our show of the week. I hope you share and subscribe and comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. As we leave, we're taking a look at another one of the classic movies of Bitch Be Crazy, Barbara Stanwyck in Double Indemnity. She was up for an Oscar for this. But this, she'd be crazy over money because she wants the cash and she uses Fred McMurray to help her get it. This was later kind of similar to the movie Body Heat, which I also almost included, but I can only do so many movies at once. And by the way, my disclaimer is I do not think women are bitches. I just use it to be clever. As a gay person, we often say, hey, bitch, and nobody takes offense. I think there's a woman in the room. Do you take offense to bitch be crazy? No. See, so if you take offense, comment below, but I'm just using it to draw people in. So I will see you next week, and I am a crazy bitch myself. Okay? Bye-bye.